Ah, good.
All right,
very angry.
Asian Papers I Hate Blacks column assailed. She writes a column for the San Francisco Weekly newspaper that bills itself as the voice of Asian America. She's facing harsh criticism from that very community for publishing a column Friday titled, Why I Hate Blacks. In the column, Asian Week regular contributor Kenneth listed reasons to discriminate against African Americans. The piece has been pulled from the newspaper's website, but the print edition of the free paper, owned by the politically influential Huang family, was still available in Newsrack's Monday. Huang called himself an Asian supremacist in January in another installment of the column, which runs under the label God of the Universe. The hate is based on ignorance and is very similar to the rationales that the KKK uses against African Americans, said Henry Durr, director for 22 years of Chinese for Affirmative Action and the former state administrator for Emeryville Schools. San Francisco NAACP President Amos Brown, who heard about the column from a Chronicle reporter, was speechless at first. I can't believe this, Brown then said. I'm surprised the Franks, who have supposedly been involved in interracial understanding issues, would publish something like this. I am flabbergasted. We can't afford for these kind of racist flames to be fueled in that kind of setting.
Unless you're doing it.
Asian Week issued a statement regretting any offense caused by the one opinion piece, and editor-in-chief Samson Huang declined further comments.
I have a question, though. Has John Liu chimed in on this?
I'm sure he will. Other Asian Week columns around, including proof that whites inherently hate us and why I hate Asians, have resulted in criticism. In the first, he complained about the scarcity of Asian heroes in the media.
Why would who highlighted this? Who highlighted this? Why would you leave out an example of the reasons he gave of why blacks hate Asians?
Because we got the whole column over here that we're going to be reading soon.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, because you have the whole column.
Where is it?
It's in your stack.
Straighten them out, Travis. Good boy.
Why isn't it stapled to the same sheet? Why do I not have the whole thing?
No, I don't know.
This should have been stapled to this sheet. I'm not taking your guff.
That's right.
Oh.
That annoys me. It's like there was a reason why this wasn't highlighted.
Hello.
And I went off, and he wound up being right.
Sure she did.
Fuck.
Typical woman.
God, I hate that.
Nobody was there. I don't know what that was about.
Little fucker.
All right, so is that about it? In its statement, Asian Week, which has a circulation of 48,505, said it sincerely regrets any offense caused by the one opinion piece, which reflected that author's personal views. We apologize for any harm or hurt this has caused the African American community.
Hey, while you're buzzing, Mr. B.
What? What happened?
They say that this guy had other articles, including proof that whites inherently hate us.
Yeah.
And why I hate Asians. And they've resulted in criticism. Were they pulled from the paper?
Yes.
And the paper, really? They were?
Why were they pulled? Why were they put in the first place? What does this guy do? Does this guy, sneak them in the middle of the night?
Yeah, yeah, right?
How do they make it in?
Travis, expert on this.
Yes.
Expert highlighter, too, by the way.
Thank you.
You went to college for highlighting.
Sure did. 60 grand.
So he got, those were pulled?
Yeah.
And where is that written?
Well, I just have not. Those are older. Those back in January.
Look them up?
Yeah.
I'm looking. Yeah.
Boy.
Because that would be a little, hypocritical if they pulled this latest one, but didn't pull the
Well, they weren't necessarily
whites.
pulled. I'm just searching for them. Sometimes things go offline.
No, I mean, were they removed from the paper?
No.
Because as I understand it, they have removed the paper. They have pulled the article from the paper. They were very upset.
Kenny, would you like a lozenge?
No, Kenny?
My question is, why do they keep letting this guy write articles for the paper, and he says hate in the title of every one? What, do they not notice?
It's like his gimmick. He's a I hate hack.
He's the Asian Lockhorns. The Rockhorns.
Damn it.
All right.
And I gotta get back at Travi.
All right, here we go. Why I Hate Blacks by...
Kind of thing. Here is a list of reasons why we should discriminate against blacks, starting from the most obvious down to the least obvious. Bracks hate us. Every Asian who has ever come across them knows they take almost every opportunity to hurl racist remarks at us. In my experience, I would say about 90% of Bracks I have met, regardless of age or environment, poke fun at the very sight of an Asian. Furthermore, their activity in the media proves their hatred. Rush Hour, Exit Wounds, Hot 97, etc. Contrary to media depictions, I would argue that Bracks are weak-willed. They are the only race that has been enslaved for 300 years. It's unbelievable that it took them that long to fight back.
Okay.
On the other hand, we slaughtered the Russians in the Japanese-Russo War.
My friend, you gotta commit.
Bracks are easy to curse. This is proven by fact that so many of them, including Reverend Al Sharpton, tend to be Christians. Yet at the same time, they spend much of their time whining about how much they hate the whites that oppress them. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought he was hanged, not wrong. No, you're not wrong. He's hanged. But wasn't Christianity the religion that white people forced upon them? Bracks don't get it. I know it's a blunt and crass comment, but it's true. When I was in high school...
You see how he faded out of his accent?
I didn't even notice it was flawless.
I recall a crass debate in which one half of the crass was chosen to defend Bracks' slavery, and the other half was chosen to defend liberation. Disturbingly, Bracks on the prior side viciously defended slavery as well as Christianity. They say if you don't study history, you're condemned to repeat it. In high school, I remember one Bracks student, I only remember one Bracks student ever attending any of my honors and AP courses, and that student was caught cheating. It is rather troubling that they are treated as heroes, but then again, whites would do anything to defend them.
Jesus.
Wow.
Is that bad?
Well, he's that inaccurate. Whites will do anything to defend them.
To defend black people?
He's never been to Howard Beach.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess he's saying because blacks have kind of adopted Christianity, that they're puppets to white people, because Christianity goes hand in hand with people that liked slavery. It's kind of a reach, which you could also put on your skin to bleed you of diseases. A reach.
This guy's looking for attention, though.
Fun. What do I know? Oh, proofs that whites hate us.
This guy's not. He's a phony.
Is he a phony?
He's an absolute fucking
What's
phony.
his name? Kenneth. He gives a little. He just makes a statement and then gives a list. I like this guy. Kenneth. This was his proof that white people inherently hate us. White people hate us and will always hate us. Here's a simple list of evidence going from the most obvious down to the least obvious.
We don't care enough to hate Asians.
No, we
I
don't.
like Asians.
We don't.
Whites in general don't care enough to hate Asians.
I like them. They're quiet. They're yellow. How do you not like them?
Why do people figure that? Wasn't listening, damn it. This is from the most obvious down to the least obvious reasons that white people hate Asians. And this is like one that's always enough about the movies. How many American films feature Asian heroes who are not stereotyped? What? I mean, who cares? There's a certain stereotype that's exciting to watch or funny to watch in films. Italians have the mafia thing. Asians have the goofy kung fu guy. You got the fucking goofy kung fu guy. That's not bad.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. It's funny.
You see how they depict blacks?
Yeah. They're always criminals.
Or like dressed up as girls.
They dress them up as girls.
Norbit.
Oh, fat women. Right. Fat black women.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. How many American feature films feature Asian heroes? I don't know. Fucking,
How about we have to know what an Asian hero is, first of all?
Yeah.
Name one Asian hero, Jimmy Norton.
Bruce Lee.
Class is in session.
It's
Go
not
ahead.
American, but fucking make your own
Chairman
movie.
Mao.
All right.
Hey,
he was a good one.
Hey, that's pretty impressive.
And by the way, how about if you don't want Americans to make films about Asians being stereotyped, how about every fucking kung fu movie and Jackie Chan film, who is an Asian star, is in a karate movie? How about you stop giving us fucking Asian stars that only do that shit?
Right.
You know, do something besides karate and make good food that makes me shit.
Coming in second, if someone makes a negative comment about a black person, all of the whites get hopping mad.
What?
This guy has a weird view of how white people and black people get along. Oh, it's San Francisco.
Yeah.
Maybe white people and black people. Do white people and black people get along in San
they're
Francisco?
ultra liberal out there.
Is that the place?
No.
They get hopping mad. Make a negative comment about the Asian race and nobody cares.
This guy's lost.
You know what it is? There really aren't many negative things you can say about Asians. You can make fun of them. You can make fun of the way they talk, or make like the eyes. You do that with the eyes when you're a kid. You know, Chinese, Japanese, you know. Mm-hmm. But there's no real making fun. Well, they sure work hard. They sure put in a lot of hours and really earn their keep.
This guy's out of touch.
But I'll say one thing though. I would like to know. In most black neighborhoods, Asian food workers and stuff like that, I guarantee they're treated like shit by 90% of the residents.
Black people hate Asian people.
Whether they have Korean deli owners.
Yep.
But there is definitely black on Asian racism, and it's never addressed. Until like the last couple of years, black guys have been getting a lot more shit, whether it's Hardaway for saying he doesn't like gays.
Yeah.
Or for Hot 97, or there's all these things now are starting to happen.
Welcome, black people.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause the more you chime in and get your way, where, you know, people can't use certain words or people get in trouble for speaking their minds, the more you get that, the more you're going to get. The more shit you get for being racist. So have fun with that. Most Asians know that everywhere we go, white, black, Hispanic people hurl racist remarks at us. I've already received about 10 racist remarks in the past 3 months. 10 in 3 months? And I've only been out of my home a handful of times.
He must wear like a pointy hat or something when he leaves the house.
Pointy hat. Opens up his paper door.
Right.
His paper sliding door.
He's got a kimono on or something.
Yeah, those stupid sandals.
He's doing
Look, we're being racist.
Yeah, but he's doing something wrong if that's what's going on.
Yeah.
No one cares enough to...
No one...
10 racist remarks and he's only left his home a handful of times? Come on.
It's always when he's driving. I guarantee it's people passing him.
You know something? There you go. There you go. That's when I become racist against Asians. Because there is this problem with Asian drivers. I will say a good 90%. And I was going to say 99, but I'm being realistic. 90% of the time, when someone is pulling a bonehead fucking move on the expressway and I'm driving home, I go for the pass just so I can look, and I look and go, that figures.
Priest?
No. It's an Asian. It's an Asian.
Oh, yeah.
It's an Asian.
I got lost somewhere.
Asian people really drive like... You drive like shit, Asian people. You drive like fucking shit. That's why... Are there any Asian race car drivers? Anyone help me out here? Is there an Asian in NASCAR? Who? Who?
You didn't call on me.
Opie.
I'd say no.
No. Oh, I thought you were going to come up with one. You fooled me.
Oh, no, I was just answering your question. That's right.
I thought you were going to say one.
Might be the law.
Is there an Asian NASCAR driver? And they only have to make left turns.
There is, actually.
So that's not...
Shut up, Jimmy.
There is.
How about an Asian Indy driver or an Asian Le Mans driver?
He's NASCAR.
NASCAR. What's his name, Jimmy?
Teddy Wang.
Teddy Wang. Teddy Wang.
I'll tell you this much, though.
Teddy Wang.
No, his name is Piggy Boy.
No, it isn't. His name is Lawson.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
Get an Asian on a bicycle and see what he can do.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Now
you got a competition.
Here's something else that Asian people do that I've noticed. We got friends that live downtown, right there by Little China.
Oh, I thought,
or whatever you want to call it.
You said you got friends. I was ready to laugh in your face.
Yeah, I got friends that live down there. It's my girlfriend's friends.
Oh, they're actual friends?
Yeah, they're friends.
Are they...
No, they're not Asian. They're white people. They're regular people.
But they live in an Asian community?
Yeah, they live like right on the outskirts, right there by kind of the Brooklyn Bridge, around that area and stuff. So you go a little further up there and you're in Chinatown, Chinaland. And when I drive over to their apartment, we reach a spot where my girlfriend will go, okay, watch your fucking driving. Go slow. Asians will walk out between parked cars without even looking. Right into the fucking street. And this isn't something that's just happened once or twice. It's just about every time we drive in there. That's why when you read, a lot of times you read about pedestrians that get run over here in New York City. You read the name. Just like when you read about a baby that falls out of a building window. Yeah. Unless it's named Clapton, it's probably a Hispanic name. A lot of times, Asian people getting run over.
They're the ones getting run over?
They dart right out in front of the fucking cars. It stuns me. I beep the horn. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's no big deal. They'll make more. There's plenty of them.
Because in their own country, they're used to yaks.
Yeah.
He's used to, yaks walking out.
Big yak. How can you don't get hit by a yak?
No,
excuse me. Dave in New York City, Rick Shaw is an Asian NASCAR driver.
Rick Shaw? Is that his name?
Wow.
Let me think. Rick Shaw.
Do you know I didn't get that at
just
first?
Pulls him around. That'd be funny. His car looks just like a regular car, but it's got two handles that come out of the front bumper, and some guy just pulls him around the track.
All right, who got hat on that?
Rick Shaw.
I got hat the first time I read it.
Oh, that's good. That's funny.
And then Bobby Wang McGee. Asian NASCAR. That's right.
There is not Bobby Wang McGee.
Dude.
Bobby Wang McGee.
Yes, of the Wang racing family.
There is no Wang racing family. They are inherently not good at driving. It just that's the way it is.
You're actually forgetting Bill Chen.
Billy Chen.
No, Bill Chen. He hates Billy.
Oh, Bill. He doesn't like.
No. Bill Chen. He was a NASCAR racer, but he retired.
Are there any Jewish basketball players?
Yeah, there was a couple.
Were there a couple?
Jewing.
Patrick Jewing. Oh, my God. Write it down, Dan. Write it down.
Patrick Jewing.
All right.
I just want to know, because what I'm trying to prove here, if people are catching my subtlety.
Did you hate blacks?
Yeah. Okay. No, that there are certain races that have their talents and their downfalls, their non-talents, their things they cannot do as well as other races do. It's just the way it is. I don't understand what the problem with calling that out is either.
Because basically you're giving the Chinese math and the blacks basketball. It's like, all right, you guys are smart, and you guys put that ball in that hole.
I never said that only black people can play basketball. I said Jews don't play basketball.
Not many.
Not many. And I say Asians, for some reason, have a hard time driving.
Speed Racer.
You know something? That was like anime, right? That was made in Japan. See? They had to have a fucking cartoon. They had to make believe. And he had big round eyes, Speed Racer. Whoa, and he spoke English.
A little bit.
Oh. That's what he used to say. Oh.
Anime rules.
All right, what else? Why?
I say anime, because that's what it looks like. Anime.
Anime. Don't fuck me. My panties are down. My panties down. I'm being fucked by glowing golden cock. The cock's always got to glow.
They're just the fucking most repressed, awful. That Japanimation shit fucking stinks.
Oh my, yeah. Put it in my poop chute. Yeah. And then big gusher of cum in her face, and Jesus,
it's like,
what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Do you achieve an erection if one doesn't have shit or fucking 4 gallons of jizz in her mouth? What's the matter with you guys?
Fuck.
There was a great player that played in the NBA. Thank you, dog shit sniffer from Woodside.
That's just so funny. That's how someone identifies themselves. I'm a dog shit sniffer. But you,
From what side? Because you don't want to confuse them
Right.
with the one from Bayshore.
but it's the way you'll read it. Like that was like completely acceptable. Like
course it
thanks,
is.
dog shit sniffer from Woodside.
Like you'd hear that on the Mike and the Mad Dog show or something, you know. It's like, Steve from Brooklyn. What's your question? You know, it's us. It's dog shit sniffer.
Well, it might be a dog shit sniffer. It's Mike.
Dog shit sniffer.
Well, dog shit sniffer from Woodside. Let's not forget the great NBA player, Julius Irving.
Ah.
Or the one that just got in trouble for saying he hates fags, Anthony Rockaway.
Mom teaches her kids to pretend they're retarded to defraud the government.
Yep.
You got that one coming in?
Hey,
Is that it right there? Am I reading what you're handing out? Oh,
is this true?
Yeah.
All right, what's his name? What the fuck's this guy's name?
This is NASCAR?
It just says Chinese. No, this
Formula
is
One.
Formula One. Okay, but Formula One is pretty difficult.
Because it's more like you're riding a rocket, and they're good at like rocket stuff. The Asians.
He's Chinese. He was born in Beijing. He lives in Hull, England. Favorite music, Chinese music.
What's his name?
Hobbies are swimming and traveling. Yeah, what's his fucking name?
Nationality, date of birth, place of birth, marital status, height, weight, resident, favorite music, hobbies, favorite racetrack, Formula One idol. But we don't know this guy's name.
This is I do know this guy. His name is Chet something.
What's his name? Cheng. Oh, it's up there.
Where?
Cheng
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu?
Not Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. Is this real or did someone make this up? Cheng Kung Fu. Is that his name? Cheng Kung Fu. And does he do well? He's only up to 2005 in his racing career. And nothing after that did he hit the wall.
Bird and Philly, let's not forget the great NBA player that's playing right now. Kobe Heeb Bryant.
Holy shit.
Just when you think they can't come up with another
I know.
one.
How about just Chenille?
So your point is, Anthony?
Let me get back to the story.
The racer's name is Chet Ski. Chet Ski. Thank you, John the Cop. Indiana. Okay.
In 1982, Vincent Chin was killed by two white people. Both murders went free, as the judge claimed they were not the type of people who deserved to be in prison.
I'm sure there's a lot more to it
There
than
could be
that.
a little more to the story. Was killed by two white people. Both murderers went free, as the judge claims they were not the type of people who deserved to be in prison.
And it's 1980. He yanks a case from 25 years ago.
Yeah. Cheng Vang righteously killed 6 white people after they approached him with guns first. Unlike the men who murdered Vincent Chang, brave Mr. Vang was sentenced to life.
Yeah.
Again, I bet there's extenuating circumstances there.
Yeah, they're
Righteously.
cops. The 6 guys with guns are cops.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Matt,
Sure.
from Queensbury. Don't forget the famous Jewish NBA star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar exam. Matt gets the Clever Award for today.
That's good.
Yeah.
Clever Award goes to Matt.
Asian civil rights activities receive virtually no media attention, yet Rosa Parks was pretty much honored as a hero just because she refused to give up her seat. Like, he's kind of taking that a little lightly, too. Just because she refused to give up her seat. In this day and age, that doesn't mean much. Back then, she could have been shot. This is curious because Vincent Chin died to defend his race. Why hasn't he been given an award? It is quite naive to think that all this can be explained by claiming that whites are not enlightened or that whites lack awareness of our issues. It is even more immature to think that things will get better if we continue to protest peacefully through lame marches and letters to producers of insert any American TV show here.
Friends.
Lame marches and letters to the producers of Friends.
All right.
Animals through evolution are
Ugly Betty!
intrinsically...
I like
No.
Ugly Betty better.
Okay. Lame marches and letters to producers of Ugly Betty. Animals through evolution are intrinsically developed.
MASH!
Lame marches and letters to the producers of MASH.
That's too old school, I think.
Well, the Asians.
Animals through evolution are
I
intrinsically...
love New York!
Lame marches and letters to the producers of I Love New York. Animals through evolution
Rocky
are...
Rui!
Lame marches and letters to the producers of Rucky Rui. Animals through evolution are intrinsically developed to detest organisms that are different. The obvious reason...
Meet the press!
Lame marches and letters to the producers of Meet the Press. Animals through evolution are intrinsically developed to detest organisms.
Good times!
Lame marches and letters to producers of Good Times. Animals through evolution are intrinsically
I'm a
developed...
homo!
I'm a homo.
You are?
Oh, boy. Yeah. Since humans are part of the animal kingdom, it should be no surprise that whites have evolved to hate Asians. Well, what about Asians should have evolved to hate white people?
Yeah.
Who have a strikingly
Know why?
different appearance than them.
You know why it doesn't go both ways?
Why?
Because the Asian brain's a little smaller. And
That could be.
they couldn't develop to that point.
Jesus. Furthermore,
We kept them in zoos until the 19th century.
I never knew that.
Yeah, look it up.
We do live in an age where political correctness and anti-racism are in vogue. Why then are there virtually no Asian heroes in the media? This is solid proof that we are enemies in the eyes of the Aryans. If even in the epoch where equality is an important matter, they still do not treat us as equals, then what hope is there that they will ever treat us equally? More importantly, why should we care? We vastly outnumber them. When you have a disobedient child, you do not give him gifts to make him abide to your will. You show him the cane. This fucking son of a cock is threatening the world. He's threatening Whitey with his numbers. If you fucking had any balls, you'd take your billion Chinese and stomp all over us. We got the bomb, motherfucker.
Yeah, they're
That guy pissed me off with his little last rhyme. His little rhyme of his lant.
They have the bomb too in China.
Oh, shit, they do.
Their rockets
Yeah, of
aren't up
course
to
they do.
speed, though.
Yeah. Place on ground, right fuse, get away. That's what their A-bomb says. Dopes. It goes up like... in 3 stages like a helicopter and comes down and blows them up. Stop it.
And they're all squinting when they look at it.
Ooh, funk.
They're squinting, I think.
Whoa. Whoa, I don't like that guy either. I liked him with that first article I read, but I don't like the second one. I wonder why.
I like all of them equally.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
That's where we know we've been invaded. We see a big A-bomb explosion, and it's in the shape of a big dragon in the sky.
It's a distraction, though. Think about it.
The year of the nuke.
You're not going to run right away because you're going to want to check out the pretty dragon in the sky.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Lozenge?
The guy's actually... No, thank you. No lozenge.
No, thank you. I'm already good spirits, but if I'm sad, I'd like you to send me 6 or 7 lozenges during the break. I'll have a lozenge sandwich on rye, please. That's just 30 lozenges on bread.
Oh, that's odd.
I'll suck them all, and the bread will get all mushy.
Well, he annoyed me.
Yeah.
That whole threat. He's threatening that we outnumber them. Everyone outnumbers white people, by the way, in this world. I do believe, right?
We are we're the new minority.
New minority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry for inventing, stuff like gunpowder and that was Chinese.
We got some great stuff on the way.
What did we invent? The wheel.
Who, us?
What?
Goodness and smiling.
Right.
The printing press.
The printing press.
Mm-hmm.
Who invented the printing press?
Eli Whitney.
Invented the cotton gin.
No, he didn't. Printing press.
Shut up.
Cotton gin was never used. That was just a stolen. Because the printing press was the original cotton gin. And they mixed them up.
We also
Kinda
invented
like
the
dumb.
colored.
Oh, that's right. The airplane.
That was
Thank you. Yes, mass production of the automobile.
Chinese.
Electricity.
Henry Ford.
Chinese.
Blatant anti-Semite.
No, Chinese.
Racist.
We took that one from them.
The Chinese?
Mm-hmm.
Chinese didn't really invent
Spaghetti.
Marco Polo brought it back.
Spaghetti is a Chinese invention.
But they invented gunpowder, right? The Chinese.
They did.
They invented gunpowder. Yet, who refined it and thought to put it in a bullet and a gun and fire it at people? Whitey.
Sylvester Thornburg.
Whitey. I don't know who it was.
John Standish.
Miles
Miles.
Standish.
God, am I awful?
It was John...
Cuntface.
I don't think it was John Cuntface.
All right, listen.
That was an XM save. Good luck on Free FM, Mr. Quick Thinker. John Dirty Shoes? Fucking awful I am.
All right, listen.